For this quest, you will receive a veteran-ranked RPD, ammo, meds, and money. The RPD you get will have different attachments depending on the dialogue choices at the end of the questline. For this questline, we're going to be up at the bar. If you go upstairs towards the Geiger bar area, we can come over here and talk to Captain. We're going to listen to his story. And then we need to find out information about these odd lights. Now, I believe the only time you can continue this part of the quest is around midnight. So that's going to be like 001 the clock, basically. Or like a little bit before that. And around that time frame, we go over here to the swamp in Stalker territory. So be very careful. There's a chance of running into PvP for this, and we do visit that location a couple times throughout this questline. Alright, so assuming you arrived here on time, which I believe is like within a half hour to an hour of dead on midnight, you should see the candles here, and next to them, let's see Firebrand. Now this is going to start a bit of a quest chain where you need to figure out the truth behind an incident that he and his teammates were a part of. So for now, we need to learn the way to the radar, which I believe we have to go back here to the bar. So, what we want to do is, as soon as we come back to the bar, talk to Captain again. We tell him the story, then he gives us another lead. We talk to the bartender next. And I believe it's the third option here. You can keep rolling through, pay basically an information fee. Learn the way to the radar, which actually there's going to be multiple parts to this, but what we want is to talk to Hystrix, which he's going to be upstairs on the right. And this is one of Firebrand's partners, I believe it was. We go back here and talk to the drunk bandit now. And then we need to talk to these two guys down here at the bar. Talk to him, and then talk to this guy, the drunkard. And now we talk to Captain again. Alright, so we talk to Captain again. Ask him if we can find out through the PDA, paid money, and then we can talk to the bartender here. Third input again. Go through his stuff. And now we follow the Twin Brothers quest, which is going down to the scrapyard and getting some markers. So now we gotta run all the way down here to the scrapyard, check out these two waypoints. But here at the first marker, we will find this body. Oh, once I'm not interrupted by rats. But we'll find this first body, we'll search it, and that's all we gotta do for the first waypoint. The second waypoint is gonna be over here. So at this second waypoint, we can find this guy. He's kind of glitched into the metal locker, though. Leave. Oh, goodness. There we go. That's looted the locker entirely, and I was able to open it fully and start talking to him. But anyways, we gotta talk to him. After you talk to him, you gotta go back up here to Firebrand to talk to him. Alright, so now that we're back here talking to Firebrand. Just to go through his dialogue. Now you can ask him questions about the tunnel if you want, but you don't need to. So for the next step, after we've talked to Firebrand, we need to go to the abandoned tunnel up here at the top right. Now, this is Graveyard. This is even deeper into Stalker territory, so it's best that you go back to Factory, drop off anything that you don't want to lose, and then we head over here. Also, if you can try and bring some nades for a little bit of a cheese on a bloodsucker that you're gonna have to fight. Alright, once we're over here, I'm gonna ignore these guys for now. I'm gonna run straight to the entrance of this tunnel. Be careful of this anomaly. You don't want to get accidentally sucked in. Let's go through the entrance tunnel right here. Now, I do believe there's going to be a handful of mutants down here that we gotta kill. There's going to be some zombies. I think there's going to be some, whatchamacallums. Oh, goodness. Yeah, these guys. I could not remember what they were called for the life of me. Now that I believe all the mutants are taken care of, except for one. Take care of them just in case real quick. Alright, so here's the slightly challenging part. Be careful of these anomalies right here. We're gonna stand right here. And around right here. Now, what the whole point is, we're trying to get down there into that hole right there. Thing is, there's going to be a bloodsucker down there, and it's going to be stronger than the normal ones you see outside. So, you have two ways of doing this. You could just make your way straight in there, fight it, and just tank it. Or you could try and cheese it with some grenades, and you can do so by banking it off of areas like that. And that'll weaken it up and eventually kill him. But I don't have that many grenades on me, so I can't do that. So now, I'm going to show you how we get in there. So we're going to have to run straight through this anomaly. Like so. And we're going to have to just keep running around in circles, healing, taking a couple pot shots where we can. And that'll be the end of him. Once we've done that, we want to interact with the corpse. After you've interacted with the body here, in a few moments, this teleporting bubble will spawn above you. To get into it, you gotta jump into this trampoline anomaly right here. Then once you're in here, we can make our way out. I believe... Yeah, we gotta interact with that first, the backpack in the locker room. And that gives us this bubble. And now we're teleported back on top of this structure here in the scrapyard. I don't know why it teleported me here like this. It should have been a slightly safer spot. But that's fine. And now we just want to make our way back up. Now, you are given the option to go to Firebrand or Hystrix. If you go to Firebrand first, you are going to get the lesser of the RPDs. I do believe you want to go to Hystrix first at the bar. So I'm going to take the cheesy way back. Alright, so now that we're back at the bar, we talk to Hystrix. So once you're talking to Hystrix, he's going to tell you the full story of what really went down. And then with that information, you're given an extra dialogue option with Firebrand when you go talk to him. Right, now that we're back here talking to Firebrand, you want to be careful. Your dialogue options here will determine what reward you get. So, for the best RPD, you want to go for the second option, no splinter never existed. Then, it's fine, he'll settle up with me. So now that we've done that, we can go back to the bar and get our reward. Then, returning back, talking to Hystrix, he gives us a bunch of money, ammo, meds, and, of course, Hystrix's RPD. So it comes with a sight, comes with the laser, a barrel, comes with the Fab Defense tack grip. Pretty nice. And after you've gotten all those rewards from Hystrix, don't forget to talk to Captain to actually round off the end of the questline. And that will give you your reputation and everything.